back for part 3.
Part 3.
Can I believe we made it this far?
We have come a long way.
There's a lot of people that say we wouldn't get this far.
That's true.
We know who you are.
That's right.
Well, let's get started with part 3, and we have little results. Some more results. We have Smackdown, NXT, TNA.
Yeah.
Did you say we also had another comment?
We do have another comment. That is true.
And we also have the top 10 awesome entrances.
A little controversial, I believe.
From the WWE Network.
Controversial.
Some of you may saw it, some of you may not. Let's see, so we'll start off with NXT. Loving NXT on the network. Because I haven't got to see NXT until it got to the network.
Much different product than Raw and
Hulu Plus was crappy.
Right.
It played a little bit, and when it got to a commercial, it's be black.
Wow.
And the regular Hulu, nothing.
Nothing. Wow.
So you couldn't watch it for free, you couldn't watch it for paying for it.
Wow.
So I'm glad it's on the network, and it was a great show. We had the new NXT champion, Adrian Neville, defeat Camacho.
Who is Haku's son, and that's horrible that he's jobbing. I will have to say that.
He needs to be
Haku Jr.
He needs to be Haku Jr.
Even Ming Jr. They own the name. Something.
Yes.
Give him
That's
something.
true.
Or even put him under a mask like they did his daggone partner, who's now the new Sin Cara. Come on. Something.
His career is because everybody loves Sin Cara.
That's right. Nobody cared about Hunico, but dadgummit, Sin Cara's there.
But yeah, Camacho needs a change. This whatever he's supposed to be. I have no clue what he's supposed to be.
There's no character development there.
No.
I mean, he rode in on like a bicycle before on SmackDown. Like,
there was no bicycle on NXT. As bad as that, he didn't even get an entrance in NXT. He was already in the ring. Yes.
Wow.
So
that just shows how they feel about him.
So the champion defeated him. And then we got Bo Dallas, the former champion, come out, and he said he does want his rematch.
I do like Bo Dallas.
And he will get it soon and bring it back to the Believers.
I believe he will bring the title.
You believe? You're a believer?
I'm a believer, and I believe he will bring that title back to the camp of the Believers.
Bad as a Mick Foley. But we had Emma. They showed a little thing from last week after Emma lost for her chance to win the women's title. And then as Renee was talking to her, Charlotte and the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, woo!
Yes.
Come up. Charlotte talks some trash and how she's going to be the next NXT Women's Champion.
Nice.
Which led to a match this week. And Emma had it going for a while there. But what the hell they call her, the dirtiest diva in NXT, was able to pull out the win.
Did she cheat?
She didn't cheat.
She didn't cheat, but she's the dirtiest diva. We've got to see some dirty tactics, people.
Okay, maybe she cheated a little.
A little. Okay.
She kind of faked an ankle injury.
Nice.
And as Emma was talking to another BFF as their little group of Charlotte and Sasha Banks and Summer Rae are called the BFFs. And she was off with Sasha. Charlotte hit her with like a bulldog move.
Nice.
And that was all she wrote as Emma lost. Corey Graves made his debut for the WWE Network. And he was taking on Yoshitatsu. Yes, he still works for the WWE.
Does he?
Yes.
He still has
like
a job.
JTG,
he still has a
works.
job. He doesn't do
Even
anything.
Corey Graves brought that up. That Yoshi, what's he doing still working for the WWE?
Nice.
But he toyed around, and when he got Yoshi outside, he ran him into the steps, and Yoshi was counted out. So really no match.
No match.
Then he started talking about why Sami Zayn is pretty much the golden boy of NXT and not him. Why does Sami Zayn, who hasn't won a match, get to be talked about in one of the greatest matches ever on NXT or professional wrestling? Which, brought out Sami Zayn.
Of course.
They had a few little back and forths, but Corey Graves was able to escape. And we also was able to come up with a match. The main event that day was Sami Zayn taking on Corey Graves.
Very nice.
And it was a pretty good match. But before the main event, we had the debut of Adam Rose, the former Leo Kruger.
Big fan.
Big
fan
yes.
of this guy.
I was okay with Kruger.
All right, so are you a Rosebud?
I am a Rosebud.
You're a Rosebud.
I am a Rosebud.
I'm a believer, and he's a Rosebud.
I can believe this will work in the WWE if they play it off right.
If they do it right.
They're going to have to drag it out a few weeks. But I believe the Rosebud Revolution could take over the WWE.
Very well could.
And the main event, we had Sami Zayn taking on Corey Graves. Good back and forth match. And Sami Zayn was able to do the roll-up and get the win to end NXT. Excellent show.
Very nice.
Love NXT. Love the wrestling. That is a wrestling show. You love wrestling? That's the show
Watch
for you. Yes.
NXT.
Yes, it is. Up next, we're going to have a little Smackdown.
Smackdown results.
Smackdown. Oh, you want to take off on Smackdown
I
there?
will help you out there. Batista kicking off the show, which brings out Daniel Bryan.
Oh,
Wow.
yes.
Then
Yeah,
Kane coming out too.
Kane's always coming out.
He's got to be near Daniel Bryan
He
apparently.
does. Him and his wife beat her.
He beats down Bryan until the Big Show makes the save. And of course Vicky, trying to do her best to be the resident Teddy Long, makes a tag team match, does she not?
Yeah, she is.
Bryan and Big Show taking on Batista and Kane in the main event this week on SmackDown. The Divas champion AJ Lee and Tamina lose to Natalya and Eva Marie. Eva Marie go back to NXT. As Natalya makes...
Just go away.
Go away altogether, apparently, according to him. Okay, Natalya makes AJ tap out. Makes the champion tap out.
Does this lead, is Naomi hurt more than they want to lead on?
Maybe very well. This may lead to Natalya going into WrestleMania for the Divas Championship.
Maybe she'll get her WrestleMania moment.
Well, she definitely didn't get it last year, having to just cart around the Total Diva people. The Shield cutting a promo. Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose keep hitting on that.
They kept hitting on each other. They kept, this.
Oh, they started pushing each other.
Yes.
Wow. But they're saying they're back together. They're okay.
Yes, they hit on each other back and forth, a little more of this, a little more, then they finally come together.
They're back to be reunited.
Yes.
Okay?
Del
Rio cost Ziggler his match with Christian. Are we going to get Del Rio and Ziggler at WrestleMania?
Well, it'd be a change. I mean, I like for them to build.
Or would that be with a lot of other matches already being done, is that going to be a pre-show?
Hey, please, don't start. I've been watching old WrestleManias on the network. Last night, I watched WrestleMania 6.
Nice.
There were like 11 to 12 matches on there.
They did do a whole lot more matches back in the day. I will have to say that.
And they had one, Jake Roberts versus Ted DiBiase. They showed you footage. It started 6 months ago.
Nice.
What can they do now 6 days ago?
Yep.
They can't. They could not even think. People who do it now can't think
that far in advance.
that far.
No.
Wow, can we start now? And not just one, because they're trying to do that with Daniel Bryan. I see people going, well, about Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam. Yes, that's been dragged out. Name another one. Because they can't write.
But technically, that wasn't drug out. The Triple H match is only out of convenience because CM Punk is no longer there.
Well, it should have been Daniel
Bryan was going to be taking on Sheamus.
Please don't bring that up.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
That was stupid.
WrestleMania special, we'll talk about that.
That was stupid.
More tension between the Real Americans as Big E beat Swagger. They're
Yes.
breaking up, and possibly Big E, Swagger, and Cesaro in a triple threat for the IC title. That's what I read about this week.
I don't mind that. I think that's better than unifying the
And I
titles.
hope Cesaro gets the belt. I'm just saying.
Why unify every belt?
Right.
I mean, maybe better for the mid-cards to
But
have
you've
one
got
middle belt.
plenty of mid-carders to have 2 belts. I will say that.
But if you don't use them, it don't matter how many you
That
have.
is true. They got to do better on it.
Get up
Now,
1,000 mid-cards. You don't use them, right? I don't care.
That is true. That is true. That's why they need to.
They don't know. They need
better.
people in there writing who know what the hell they're talking about.
You're right.
Because they don't know what they're doing.
They cannot.
They
handle
cannot
it.
write. If they're not right for John Cena being Superman, then they don't know what to do.
Exactly. But neither here nor there. The main event, Big Show and Daniel Bryan pick up the win.
Oh, well, listen to this name they come up with for Big Show and Daniel Bryan. I wanted to read that off. Read that.
All right. Big Show picks up the win. As Show knocks out Kane, Bryan gets the pin and a roll-up. They call their team Respect the Beard, Fear the Giant. That's a huge name for a tag team.
Please don't stick Daniel Bryan back in a tag team again.
No, that could be a one-time thing and be done with it. But that is SmackDown for this week.
Yes.
On to our comment corner for this week. Another comment from John R. He would like another comment from John R. He would like to hear more about Ring of Honor.
Oh, Ring of Honor! Hold on,
Ring of Honor.
Hold on, wait. Ring of Honor, right?
Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor, Ring of Honor.
We're gonna get you
here it
some
is, here it is. Okay, you read for John R. Ring of Honor.
John R., here's your Ring of Honor stuff. Unfortunately, they just had a 12-year anniversary show, and yet there's no updates on anything, even if the show's coming up or if it's happened. I couldn't find nothing. All I know is Matt Hardy wrestles there, and that's about it. But we're going to try and do much, much better, okay, on finding more stuff. We're going to dig deeper for you, John R. But for right now, we would like to let you know that 3 of the Ring of Honor people will be at the next WWE tryouts, and their names are Steen?
Yes.
Kevin Steen, Roderick Strong, who I thought was going to TNA, and a guy named ACH, just initials, don't know anything about him. But we're going to dig deeper and hopefully have more Ring of Honor comments for you on next week's show.
Yes.
Now, on to the quick results for TNA.
We started out with everybody except Jeff Hardy.
Because he's not back in.
And the other bro man in the ring. And so it was MVP, the Wolves, Bobby Roode, Austin Aries, and Robbie E. Well, this turned into a 6-man elimination tag match.
Okay.
Where the winner earns the advantage in the lethal lockdown.
Very nice.
Yeah. Robbie E was the first to go, followed by Eddie Edwards of the Wolves, then MVP, which is a shocker, and Aries, who got himself disqualified when he hit Davey Richards with a chair, a steel chair. So instead of them continuing the match with Rude and Davey Richards, they stopped it and said if Davey Richards can't continue, then he forfeits the match.
Very strange, the way they did that.
Yeah, more than strange. So that match was to be continued later on in the evening.
We'll have more on that in a few minutes.
We get Anderson, Mr. Anderson. He gets involved with Samuel Shaw in the Samuel Shaw-Eric Young match.
We can see they're not doing nothing with Eric Young again.
Nope, since him and Abyss broke up.
And where's Abyss been?
I don't know.
He takes the mask off, he realizes he's the mask, and he's gone.
And he gets pissed at Eric Young, and he's gone.
He's gone.
There. Okay. We have Kurt Angle and EC3 getting a battle in the ring. And then EC3 takes out the leg.
Takes out the leg.
And takes out Kurt Angle.
Yes. We will have more on that in a few minutes.
We have Gunner and Storm fighting in the back. I mean, they're setting up, they're fighting in the ring, and this could lead up to the last man standing match, which we talked about earlier.
Yes.
So you could go either way, yes or no, we don't know. And then the main event was Bobby Roode taking on Davey Richards, and
the
Roode,
continuation of the first match.
Yes, and Roode picked up the win. So he will have the advantage, and yes. Bobby Roode would get the. Would it be Bobby? I guess it'd be Bobby Roode would get the advantage.
The team would get the advantage. I don't think Roode's going to be the one to go in first. I don't think he'd be that stupid.
And then they ended the show with Joe and Magnus in the ring. They had a little back and forth, and Joe made Magnus tap out.
Interesting.
Yes.
We'll talk about more of that later.
But that's our little results.
That is results
for this week.
And now our final thing for this
the W Network, the top 10 awesome entrances.
Yes.
A few shocks.
I'm very shocked by this next one already.
Number 10.
My gosh.
Yeah, number 10. Coming number 10, the Sandman.
The Sandman.
ECW's Sandman.
Now for ECW, yeah, he had a great entrance, but not overall over the top 10 entrances of all of wrestling.
No. But Sandman, you would think WWE guy, WCW guy, ECW guy, very surprised.
Yes.
Maybe they are listening to fans, or maybe they just threw that in, making people think they're listening to the fans.
Number 9 is Goldust, which I do like that.
Goldust had a good entrance and everything.
Yes.
I'm good with that one.
Absolutely.
Number 8 is the Ultimate Warrior.
I'm surprised he is not higher on the list.
Yes.
That he doesn't have a better number.
I'm surprised he came in at 8.
Yes.
I would think 6 to 3
yes.
in between there, but 8, I mean, that's a little shocking.
Number 7,
Jericho.
I do like his different entrances. They've changed throughout the years. I do like
Jericho changes up, which is good, so I'm okay with Jericho. 6 is Rey Mysterio.
I liked his entrance when he could pop up in the air.
That's
His
mostly
knees-
what they talk. That's mostly what they're
his knees
showing.
are so bad now. His entrance sucks.
Maybe switch Rey and Warrior.
Yes.
I can see that. Number 5, of course, was Triple H.
Triple H. I'm okay with that.
Yes.
But
Then we had some honorable mentions above and beyond. We had Kane,
yes.
Eddie Guerrero with the car,
Yes.
and the Brood. Everybody loved the Brood coming out of the fire.
Personally, I'd rather have Eddie in the top 10 and not Sandman. That's me personally.
Well, that's the way they voted. So.
Yes.
Number 4 was Goldberg.
Which I'm
Which
okay
is-
with
which
that.
is
He had an
fine.
iconic entrance.
Yes. Number 3, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Glass
Kind
shatter.
of shocked about Stone Cold coming in at number 3.
You think it should be better than that?
Yes. I think
Okay.
he should have been 2, and 2 should have been 3.
Okay. Well,
And
let's tell him number 2.
is DX.
DX, yes. They had a good entrance, but I do agree that Stone Cold has a better entrance.
Yes. I just...
Now
Well-
this first one will not shock anybody.
No.
This first one is definitely the number 1 coolest entrance of all time, and that is The Undertaker.
It takes it 20 minutes to get to the ring,
Yes,
but it's
awesome.
The Undertaker. Yes,
And
The
I've been there live at a WrestleMania. There's no other experience in the world than watching Undertaker come out to that
And
ring.
I don't know how they do it, but it gets cold in the arena.
It does.
I was in the Georgia Dome at WrestleMania 27,
Yes.
and it got cold in there.
Now I was
You were
Miami.
out,
It was
you were
kind of
Miami
outside.
yes.
You know, so it's a little bit
But it's
different. But
very
it was
weird.
very eerie, and it was a great entrance. I will say that.
Well, that's all, folks, for part 3.
Don't forget to go to Facebook. Add us on Facebook at Mike Hogan Justin Carter. Don't forget to leave us comments on the video on Facebook and the video on YouTube.
And we'll be back for our final segment today, segment number 4.